2024 election just around the corner, and today we want to discuss possible election-related scams that you need to be aware of. Joining me now are the Voices of Privacy co-hosts, Dr. France Belanger and Donna Werdelick. Thank you, ladies, for being here again, of course.
Thank you for having us.
We always love having you. Well, we know phishing is when people are tricked into giving some of their personal information away, but we want to talk specifically about what's happening during election season.
Absolutely. So voting is so important, right?
Yeah.
So everybody wants to do their part. They want to be involved and make sure they vote. So scammers know this. And voting is related to very important information like your social security number, in addition to everything else. And so they, of course, seize this opportunity to create these fake environments and try to get that information from you. But also sometimes they send you to sites and they can get downloads of viruses to your computers or devices. So some of the biggest ones are fake voter registration. You get a text or an email, say, you're not registered. Here's how you can register.
It's a little fear-mongering because I had to check a couple times just to make sure that I was registered, Everybody's a little tense this time of year. They want to get their vote counted.
Absolutely, and the same thing happens with absentee ballots. You want to vote ahead of time. Here's how you can get your absentee ballot. And so they direct you again to a website. And then there are actually fake election websites where you have false information. And sometimes it's even your friends on social media who will just send you something that they're reposting, and it's not real information about the elections.
Yeah. What are some of the ways you can tell that these election sites are fake or the link is not a good link that you want to be going to?
Well, I think in one sense, if an email or a social media post or even a text comes through, go to the actual official website of who is sending it. So not the text, but the actual, whether it's a candidate's website, so you're officially on there. You can hover over the link to make sure that it's verified and it doesn't say not secure. So it should be secure. Any of these fake scam websites often are not secure or created in 2024 recently. So there's a lot of that. The other piece we really need to make sure of is AI. So AI can mimic voices. So a candidate can call you and ask them, can you vote for me, please? And so once again, going to the candidate's website to find out all of the information, because it's much too easy. And like you said, we're all hyper focused on voting right now, and we're just clicking, and they're counting on that. They're counting on someone doing it really quick and taking your personal information, your credit card, whatever it may be.
I've gotten a lot of those texts already, and I'm afraid to even open them because I know there's so many scams going around right now. What about these election-related emails too that people are getting and those text messages like we talked about?
So of course the emails will send you usually to links to click and everything, but you can check if it's a legitimate email. You can either double click on the email itself, or if you're a little bit more sophisticated, go into what's called the header, but you're looking for something that comes from a .gov. If it doesn't have .gov in terms of the email, it's not a government email. And also look for the simple things like grammar, spelling, all kinds of issues, because the official communications should be pretty well done. And then finally, just register to the regular sites. And in case of doubt, go to your local office in person and register there.
Yeah, because a lot of the times too, you'll see the logos. And just because you see a logo that looks right, I mean, anybody can snip that and paste it into their own email signature or on a fake website. So you can't just go by what looks familiar.
Exactly.
Got to do some digging. What about some last tips for people to safeguard themselves this time of year? Anything else people should know?
Anything that comes that I think looks suspicious. So if it comes from a friend and you're thinking, my friend would not normally say that, text them first and say, did you just send me this text? So that's the quickest way to get to something. The other one is even Googling it as well. I often Google scams involving asking for $2,000, and sites like Reddit or BuzzFeed or others will pull up a litany of scams and saying, don't fall for it. This many people have fallen for it. So really, it is the pause of, let me just take a moment, but then it's really live connection with a person. I've done this before, you know, if it's a social media account or whatever, and all of a sudden you see these crazy posts and you know it's not the person, and you're like,
Right.
did you just get hacked?
And the thing is they are getting better, because it used to be, I feel like, a lot easier to tell when something was fake, but nowadays they kind of know the lingo to use and they can make it sound very believable.
Absolutely. With artificial intelligence, you can have an email look exactly like the official one.
And they're scripted. You know, I mean, they, like you said, they know. So even if it's a regular scam, it's like, oh, we're recording this, you know, let us know.
Right.
They have it down to a science.
And it could be workplace or personal. I mean, it's very easy to find out, you know, who somebody's boss might be, and they could impersonate them. There's so many different trickeries out there that we need to watch out for.
Because all the information's already there somewhere.
All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much. We have that information if you want to go to Voices of Privacy, their website. They've got plenty of helpful videos when it comes to all of these different types of scams and really just tech things that we need to know about in today's day and age. Thank
Stay
you again,
secure.
ladies. Stay
Thank you.
secure.